So, continue lang po natin yung discussion natin last time. So, meron po kasing natitirang isang type of depreciation or method for depreciation. So, share ko lang po yung screen ko. Yan. So, kita na po ba? Kita na po?
Opo.
Okay. So, ito po yung last type, no? Yung service output method. So, meron po tayong per hour basis at per unit basis. Pero parang pareho lang naman, guys, no? Ang naiba lang is, kapag po per hour basis, yung denominator po is H or equivalent to total generating hours within the service life. Pero kapag naman po sinabing per unit basis, yung denominator po dito is T. So, mali lang po yung nakasulat dito actually, guys. Okay, i-write ko lang, no? Kasi mali po yung nakasulat. So, TO minus CL over T. Yan. So, ito na po kasi ginaya lang nila, baka nagkamali ng type. Ayan. So, yung T naman po is the total number of units produced within the service life. So, yung isa R, yung isa naman units. So, pakicopy lang po yung ating formula, then magsasolve na po tayo ng problem. Inform nyo ko guys kapag okay na po para makapag-solve na tayo. Inform niyo ako guys kapag tapos na po kayong kumopya. Okay, yung iba po ba? Okay na, nakopya na? Sige guys, proceed na po tayo sa ating example. Okay, I think isa lang po yung example dito, pero ang ginamit yata is itong per unit basis. So, yung sa units, no? Okay. An asphalt and aggregate mixing plant having a capacity of 50 m cube over R cost 2.5 million pesos. So it is estimated to process 800K m cube. If its scrap value is 100K, determine the depreciation chargeable per batch of M3. So ano po ba yung tinatanong? Kapag depreciation charge, yun po yung D per unit. Yan. Okay? So yung formula po natin is CO minus CL over T. Yan. Paano ka bang papakita lang? Nababasa pa ba? Okay lang? Kahit maliit. So ito pong 2.5 yung ating first cost or original cost. And yung ating scrap value or yung salvage value is 100,000. Tapos yung mga value po na to guys, magagamit po natin yan sa competition. So ito po yung Tino, ito po yung number of units natin. Okay. So ngayon meron na po tayong original cost, salvage value, and T. So makukuha na po natin yung depreciation chargeable per batch of M3 or per 800K. Ayan. So 2.5 million minus 100K over 800K. Ano po ba yung answer? Tama po ba yung 3? Okay. So, yung ating pong total chargeable per batch, so yun po yung 3, ayan, ito. Okay? So, to get naman po the value of the depreciation chargeable per batch of 50 M3, M cube, sorry. So, kapag 50, guys, i-multiply nyo lang po yan sa nakuha nyo, D over M cube. Okay? So, ayan guys, no? So, para po sa letter B, so 3 times 50. So, ang answer lang po sa letter B is 150 per batch. Ayan. And lastly, ang hinahanap po dito is the total depreciation during the certain year if it is processed 60K M cube. So, ano nga ulit kapag total depreciation? Ito po yung malaking D. Kapag naman depreciation charge, yan po yung maliit na D. Ayan. So, gagamitin po natin formula is, ito, no, yung dn equals CO minus CL over T times Tn. Okay. So, we have CO, 2.5 M, minus CL, 100K, yung ating scrap value. Then, over T. Ano nga ulit yung T? Yung 800K M cube. Okay? And ano naman po yung Tn? Yun guys, yung binanggit dito sa question na 60K M cube. Okay. So, paki-substitute nga po and patry po kung talagang 180,000 sakto yung lalabas. Okay, sakto daw. Okay. So, ganun lang po guys yung pagsasolve, no? Ayan. So, dapat lang po familiar po kayo doon sa mga variable na ginagamit dito sa formula. So, yung T po ulit, yung total number of units produced within the service life. And yung Tn naman po, number of units produced within N period. So, tinan nyo guys dito sabi, during a certain year, may nagkaroon daw ng 60K M cube. Yun po yung ating Tn kasi na-produce lang siya within a specific year. Ayan. And syempre guys, mas malaki po ang value ng T kaysa kay Tn. So, T is greater than Tn. Yan. So, ano po bang nakakalito dito? Ayan. So, kapag lang sinabi guys na per batch of M3, ang gagamitin nyo lang ito pong 800K M cube or ito po kasing mismong formula. And kapag tinanong naman po na per batch of something M cube, i-multiply nyo lang po yan dito sa nakuha nyong D over M3. Ayan. So, yan na po yung last nating method for depreciation. Punta na po tayo kay sunk cost. So, sa sunk cost po, it is the cost which cannot be recovered due to poor estimate of book value. So, kumbaga guys, nagbenta po kayo ng palugi. So, for example, ang current value ng cellphone nyo ngayon is 7,000 na lang. Originally, binili nyo po siya ng mga 10K. Pero dahil hindi mo po alam kung paano po i-solve yung depreciation, binenta mo na lang siya ng 3,000. So, magkano po yung sunk cost? So, ang sunk cost po niyan is 7,000 minus 3K. So, nalugi po kayo ng 4K. So, ganun po yung concept ni sunk cost. Ayan. So, pasulat na lang guys, no? Ito lang naman po yung formula natin. So, sunk cost daw is equal to book value. Okay. So, proceed na po tayo sa ating first example. First ba? Baka may dalawa pa. Isa lang pala. First and last example pa for sunk cost. Okay. So, a machine was purchased 5 years ago at a cost of 120,000. Its estimated salvage value at the end of 10 years is 10,000. If it is sold now for 30K, what is the sunk cost if the depreciation method used is straight line method? So, meron po tayong application dito ng depreciation method and commonly nga po mas ginagamit talaga si straight line method. Yan. So, buti na lang nasulat niyo po yung formula for straight line. Okay? So, hindi ko muna po i-highlight itong 30K. Mamaya malalaman niyo kung para saan po yan. Okay? So, syempre po, we are looking for the book value and ito pong dalawa yung gagamitin nating formula. So, ulitin ko po, either solve niyo muna yung DN, then substitute niyo po dito sa first formula or i-substitute niyo na po directly itong formula dito. Yan. So, kayo po yung bahala kung ano po yung mas prefer nyo, pero pareho naman pong tama. Okay. So, since mayroon naman na po tayong value ng N, 5 years, L, 10 years, CO, 120K, CL, 10K. So, masasolve na po agad natin yung total depreciation. Okay? So, substituting the values. So, makukuha daw is 55K. Tama ba guys? Pasolve nga po kung 55K. So, ito po yung ano, yung sinubstitute na. Okay. So, ngayon po may value na tayo ng total depreciation. Pwede na po nating makuha yung ating book value. So, si book value po, original cost minus the depreciation or total depreciation. So, 120K minus 55K, we have 65,000 book value. Ito na po ba yung sagot? Hindi pa po. So, actually guys, no, ang mas appropriate po na formula is ganito, no? So, book value minus kung magkano nyo po siya binenta. Okay? So, para makuha po natin si sunk cost, so book value minus kung magkano nyo po siya binenta, ang answer po dyan is yun po yung nalugi nyo. Okay? So, ang book value nga po niya or current value is 65,000 pero binenta niya lang ng 30K. So, nalugi po siya ng 35K. Ito po yung ating sunk cost. Yan. So, pasulat na natin po ng ganitong formula, no? So, kapag pa sa sunk cost, ang tinatanong po dyan kung magkano po yung nalugi nyo. So, technically, book value minus kung magkano nyo po siya binenta. Ayan. So, may question po ba so far? Okay, proceed na po tayo sa ating next topic, which is depreciation tax shield, or also known as DTS. So, DTS po is the present sum of money needed for the payments of the depreciation taxes. So, pakicopy lang po yung ating formula. And kung makakopy niyo rin po yung variable, so mas maganda guys. Para po alam niyo po kung saan ginagamit. So, ito po ay depreciation tax shield. Depreciation tax shield. And si D po is the constant depreciation charge. So, depreciation charge pa rin guys, no? Yung maliit na D. Excuse me. Can be evaluated by a straight line method or sinking fund method. Ayan, so either the two lang po, no? And yung TR naman po is the tax rate. Okay, parang pareho lang naman. Ito, depreciation charge. So, same lang po. Yung I natin is interest rate, CLI, life. Nakapyan na po ba? Ayan. So, proceed na po tayo sa ating example for depreciation tax shield. So, ulitin ko po, gumagamit po ito ng straight line method or sinking fund. So, kay sinking fund po, required po na may given na interest rate. Pero si SLM talaga guys yung pinaka-popular kasi nga po, na kung naalala nyo, si straight line method po is simple lang. Ayan. So, company purchased 200,000 pesos of equipment in year 0. It decides to use straight line method of depreciation over expected 20-year life of the equipment. So, the interest rate is 14%, and if the overall tax rate is 40%, what is the present worth of the depreciation tax shield? Ayan. So, hinahanap po si DTS. So, tignan lang natin kung okay na lahat ng given, no? So, meron na pong CO, meron ding life, pero walang CL. So, sabi ko po last time, kapag po walang binigay na CL, malamang po yung ating salvage value is 0. So, kapag po na-reach na ng isang equipment yung kanyang life, for example, yung isang air compressor, umabot na siya ng 20 years. So, after that, junk na po yan, hindi na po yan mabebenta ulit. Ayan. Pero normally guys, sa totoong buhay, yung air compressor po, mayroon po yung salvage value. Okay? So, since 0 po si CL, makakompute na natin agad yung D. Okay? So, 200K minus 0 over 20, that is 10,000 pesos. And isa-substitute na po natin itong depreciation charge dito sa formula ni DTS. Okay? So, substituting the value, so saan po nakuha yung 1.14? Ayan po ay 1 plus I kasi yan. So, 1 plus 0.14. Okay? So, parang yun lang naman. So, paki-calculate nga guys, give me 4 decimal places. Okay, 26492.52221. Okay, tama po. So, 5222. So, yan po yung ating DTS. So, ganyan lang po kadali i-solve, guys, no? So, yung mga values lang naman po niya is kahawig lang nang hinahanap sa SLM, and kapag available na po yung T, malamang given naman po si tax rate, so masasolve niyo na po yung problem. Ayan. So, our topic 4 po is about depletion. So, ano nga po ba si depletion? It is the decrease in worth of a natural resources due to gradual extraction of each content. And ang major example po niya is yung mga mine. Ayan. So, method of calculation po, no? We have per unit or factor method. So I think ang nadagdag lang naman dito na variable is yung ating SN, or it is the number of units extracted and sold at N period. So extracted and sold, yun po yung ating SN. And yung CO, yun pa rin, CL, T, total number of units available. So kahawig po nung dun sa service output, no? And yun lang naman. So pakicopy lang po yung ating nag-iisang formula, and then proceed na po tayo sa ating problem. Ayan, so proceed na po tayo sa ating first example. First, baka, isa lang pala ulit to guys. Ayan. So a mining company invested 25 million pesos to develop an oil well which is estimated to contain 1 million barrels of oil. So we have the original cost and we have the total number of units, which is 1 million barrels of oil. So during a certain year, 200K barrels were produced from this well. So this is our SN. So compute the depletion charge during the year. So ito guys, no? Kapag po ulit sinabing depletion charge, pag charge, no, ito po yung maliit nating D. Ayan. So wala na namang sinabing CL. So malamang po yung ating pong salvage value is 0. Okay? So yan, tama naman, no? 25 million yung original cost, 1 million barrel yung ating total number of units, and 200K naman po yung number of units extracted and sold at N period. So, pwede na po nating agad ma-solve yung ating depletion charge. Paki-calculate nga po and give me 4 decimal places if applicable or sakto talaga yung answer. So, pakisubukan nga po. Okay, sakto daw na 5 million. Ayan. So, ganun lang po kadaling mag-solve. So, I think, mapapansin niyo rin po, no? Siyempre, total number of units is greater than SN. So, pwede niyo po itong gawing reference kung medyo nalilito kayo. Kung alin po ba yun yung total number of units, alin po dyan yung SN. Okay, another method is the percentage allowance method. So, dito po, kinocompute po natin yung gross income or net income. So, kapag po based on gross income or GI, ang formula lang po ng depletion charge is percentage allowance times GI. Okay? And kapag naman po net income, so kukunin niyo muna po yung value ng net income from the GI. Then, ang formula po ni depletion is DN is equal to 50% times DNI. Ayan. NI po yung net income, ha? NGI naman po for gross income. Ayan. So, pakicopy na lang po itong dalawa nating formula. Ay, tatlo pala. Pero for gross income and for net income. Ayan. Tapos mag-solve na po tayo. Nakopya na po ba? Ayan. Sige guys, proceed na po tayo sa ating example. So example 1, so the total gross income of an oil company is 30 million. So yun, sinabi na meron na po tayong GI. The taxable income after deducting all expenses excluding depletion is 11.8 million pesos. So, sinabi guys, no? After deducting down ng lahat ng expenses pero hindi kasama si depletion. So, ano po kaya to? Ito ba yung ano? Itong part na to? Or NI na yan? So, actually po, ito po ay NI na. Or net income. Okay? So, determine the allowable depletion allowance for the year, and the percentage allowance for oil is 22% of the gross income. So, ito pong 22% is yung ating percent. Okay, saan po ginagamit yung percent A? Dito sa based on gross income. Okay, so sasolve po natin yung dalawa. And guys, ang pinipili po dito is yung mas maliit. Okay? So first, isolve po natin based on gross income. So based on gross income, 22% times 30 million. So 22% po kasi yung ating percentage allowance times the GI. Ayan, ito po yung formula, no? So, ang answer po dyan is 6.6 million pesos. And based on net income naman, so 50% times net income. So 0.5 times 11.8 million, we have 5.9 million pesos. So, i-compare nyo po yung answer, no? And kung ano po yung mas maliit, yun po yung kukuhanin natin. So, 5.9 million pesos. Okay, so proceed na po tayo sa ating last topic for today. I think valuation na ata yung last. Ayan. So valuation po is the process of estimating the cost of a natural resources which is done by authorized individual called appraiser. Okay, ito po yung tinatawag na Household's formula. And pakisulat po ito sa inyong compilation of formulas. So this time po, no, yung A po dyan, hindi po yan annuity or amortization. Yan po ay net annual income. Okay? And yung P, estimated cost of mine. R is the rate of return. CL, same pa din, salvage value. I, interest. L is life. So, nadagdag lang po yung A tsaka P kasi baka malito po kayo, hindi na po ito principal cost, no, tsaka amortization. So, net annual income po si A and P naman is estimated cost of mine. Yan. So, pakicopy lang po and kung makakopy niyo po yung variable, mas maganda para alam niyo pong gamitin yung formula. Inform niyo ako guys kapag okay na, tapos mag-proceed na po tayo sa ating example. Okay, so proceed na po tayo sa ating last example for today. Okay, so a timber truck will yield an annual income of 1 million pesos for 10 years, after which the timber truck will be exhausted. So hindi po sinabing life, no? Pero sabi, hanggang 10 years lang daw yung aabutin ng timber truck. Therefore, ito po yung ating life. So ito po yung annual income. So ito po yung ating A. Okay? So the land can be sold for 120,000. Ano po yung 120,000? Ito po yung ating salvage value. Okay? So if the prospected buyer wishes to earn 12% on his investment, so gusto daw maka-earn ng 12%. Therefore, gusto niya pong rate of return is 12%. And can deposit money in a sinking fund at 6%. So ito naman po yung ating I. So determine the maximum price he could pay for the tract. Okay? So ano kaya ang hinahanap dito? So guys, given naman po si A, given yung R, given yung CL, yung I, yung life. So syempre, ito na lang po yung nawawala. Okay? So we are looking for P. And to get the value of P, we'll just have to substitute all the given values. So A, 1 million. So P, variable pa din siya. Kung ita-type niyo po sa calculator, you should use X po. Okay? Then times R, 12% plus P minus 120K salvage value times 6%. Ito po yung ating interest over 1 plus 6% raised to 10 minus 1. So pakicompute nga po, give me 4 decimal places. Ano po yung value ng ating P? So, gagamit na po kayo ng shift solve dito. Or kung gusto niyo pong mag-manual, wala naman pong problema. Excuse me. Ayan, 5151961.373. Okay. So hanggang 3 decimal places lang pala yung binigay ng shift solve. So ang decimal point po is 373. Ayan. So far, do you have any question po ba regarding po sa topic natin today? Baka po meron kayong confusion. Pwede nyo naman pong itanong. Mahaba pa pala yung time natin. Do you have any questions po ba? Or wala na? Patype na lang po sa chat box kung wala na po kayong question. And kung meron, itype nyo na lang din. So baka po kayo ay may question. So yun lang po yung topic natin today. And probably target ko kasi guys, next year na to i-discuss eh. So, kung sakali, baka wala na tayong meeting next week or asynchronous class na lang po siguro. Ayan. Hello po, may question pa po ba?
Wala naman po, ma'am.
Okay, wala naman. Okay, wala na daw. So guys, may question ako. Do you prefer 3 assessments or 4 assessments? So kasi naka-academic is pa rin tayo, no? So wala po tayong midterm and dalawa lang po yung quiz natin. So kina-confirm ko lang po kung ano po ba yung preferred nyo, 3 assessments or 4 assessments. Pwede namang wag muna kayo mag-decide ngayon. No? Inform na lang ako ng president kung ano po yung prefer nyo. Kasi kung prefer nyo po ng 4 assessments, dapat makapagbigay ako kahit hanggang assessment 3 this year. And so, inform na lang ako guys, pa-chat na lang po dun sa president nyo kung ano po yung prefer nyo. Either 3 assessments or 4 assessments. Yan. So, kung wala na po kayong question, i-request ko na lang po na makapag-on-cam po tayo for our attendance and picture taking. Ang gara ng term picture taking. Ayan. Sige guys, pa-on-cam na lang po. Sabay-sabay na para mabilis lang po tayo. Ayan, okay. So, i-take ko lang po yung picture natin, no? So, make sure to give me your best pose. So, 1, 2, 3. Ayan. So, thank you so much po for attending today's class. Kahit medyo maaga po tayo, no? So, if you have any question po, very open po ang aking messenger. And yun lang po, guys. See you po next meeting.